It's a tiny little improvement. And it's back to our promise when I started with IBM 35 years ago, 40 years ago. 40 years ago, information management system. On computers which were so slow that you cannot use them for a kitchen computer anymore. So this is, and we run large companies with that. So we live in a fantastic world of computers. And if we use the computers in a good way so that the CPU feels good about it, is happy, then we can achieve numbers like this. So now 2 final demos, and then I make concluding remarks, and I hope then I don't get killed by, where is Marty?
OK, 1 final demo, actually, Hasso.
Oh, the second one, only one.
You'll do c'est bon.
Only one is left.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, we've obviously seen how in-memory technology helps you then get information very, very quickly out of a system and enables you to analyze that literally at the speed of thought. But we can also use that in-memory technology to not search for typical data, but also extract information and then use that as well. Let me show you how that works. So for example, here I am, I'm a purchaser, and I'm here in my inbox, OK? And I've just got a mate, and you'll see up here, there's a little thingy up here that says c'est bon, which is French for this is good. There's a bit too much French in my life at the moment, but anyway. It means this is good. So what does that mean? Well, if I go into this mail here that's just arrived from Oliver Adams here, what he's doing is he's asking me, I've just submitted a purchase request, but due to an important keynote demo, heard that one before, we need the laptop a little bit earlier. Can you expedite this request? Okay, a very simple request, a typical business request. And you'll notice up here in my little c'est bon window, a little blue dot has appeared. Okay, it's telling me I've found something in the system. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is expand c'est bon, and we can see what it's actually found. It's analyzed this email I've just got, and in memory search, it's scanned across the entire system, and it's pulled out relevant information about that purchase order. So I don't have to go into the system. Because of all this in-memory technology, c'est bon has found it and is telling me what it's done. If I click here, it's telling me you have a request. I can look at the request. Here it is. I've got the amount that it's costing. I can look down here at the items. The items, the laptop, the monitor, and the laser printer, exactly the same as down here, are displayed. I don't have to go into the system. There is no direct link hard-coded link between c'est bon and the back-end system. It's purely in-memory technology. So if I want to, then I can go here into the laptop that he's asking about. I can then scan over quotes for this items. I can see I've got 2 different quotes from 2 different suppliers. I've got one from this supplier, which is $12.50 it's costing, if I drill down into that. But his delivery date is on the 18th of May. And I've got another quote here from somebody who's saying it's going to be the 21st of June. So actually, even though it's a bit more expensive, in order to help my business, I'm actually going to choose this. And now, when I want to, when I'm ready, I can then simply click on that link, and now I will jump into the system. And all of that context information about the order is pulled into the system. The in-memory technology knows where the transaction is, and all I need to do now is simply award that contract, and my job is done. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That makes me happy. But Ian, the real trick here is something very fine line here. We used not a foreign key to find from a purchase request a potential supplier offer. This association, which we can easily make in our brain, was made by T-Rex by a full scan of the offer table, knowing the product code. Because this is so fast, the database is so fast, we can do this, and you said there's no response time. OK, this is a demo system, small amount of data. We test it now in real systems, what the response time is in real systems. The system knows the metastructure of data. This is the potential ways where we can go, the directions, the dimensions. You showed quotes, he took quotes, and then we go through the real data. The system now knows, oh, I go to quotes and look, are they quotes for this product? And this is an association. It's not in the database. We could never do this before. This was only done in the old days when we had punch cards and we selected punch cards and we had a little program selecting all the punch cards of the quotes for a certain product. And this took an hour and then we got a response. We have forgotten about these applications. This is possible now. This is only an example of what we could do. So please, SAP folks, and all your customers, and all the ones who are between the customer and the SAP development, start thinking about that I said in normal companies of the SAP size, and this is a pretty big company already, response time can be for all questions below 1 second. The hardware for that is more or less in the neighborhood of a few 100K, certainly less than 1 million.
Okay, so thank you.
And we can do things we have never done before. Wasn't that exciting?
That was very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. See you next year.
See you next year, and I... Thanks, Ian. I take my university hat off and calm everybody down from an SAP perspective. This is not if SAP takes this on, if. This is not a new product. This is an inside change of an existing product. So if this becomes, and I have to make the disclaimer again and again, this is just legally correct, SAP will keep the functional change, the functional shell, 100%. The users will not see a difference. The screens look alike, the customization is the same, everything is the same. They will only see a change in speed. There's not another product. We will have another version of the same product, and we will run this in parallel till everything is tested and absolutely foolproof. For example, emergency recovery. I didn't talk about this, because this is one of our points we are working on. How fast do we reconstruct a database which is completely in memory when somebody cuts the power line? And the generator is down, and the battery power is down, or the computer crashes, etc., etc., etc. So there are good talks between the academia and the development. We're working on this. I hope that in a year from now, we keep you posted, let me say it this way. I wanted to do this speech because I believe, next to all the other things, cloud computing, virtualization, and all the things you're doing, next version of the business suite, probably of a mass release of by design, somewhere in the future, the technology changes are dramatic, and the products SAP has built, this is, I can say, from outside, again, back to the academia, are suited to be fantastic products in this new world of in-memory computing. Thank you very much.